Hello.
Hey, Coach DJ from Infinity TV. My question for you today is, what are some things that you learned from the road trip and some adjustments that you're making here in this game today?
Taking a young team on the road for 3 consecutive games and, continually prepare. Proud of the fight in an incredible atmosphere in Indiana to obtain our first road win was special for that group, and to come back after previously losing a close game at home to Indiana. So really appreciated their maturity of their preparation in that. And then obviously my hiatus, for the MAC Hall of Fame was an incredible opportunity to watch the coaching staff rally together and around a really young and talented coach in Nola Henry, and watch the players buy into her. She's been with me now 4 years between Connecticut and LA, and she has an incredible basketball mind. So to have more experienced people like Steve Smith and Camille Smith around her, and watch the support of the players, even though they came up short and had a disappointing first half in Chicago, to watch them and how they supported each other and attacked it, and their understanding of the moment that I had with my family, and those 11 years were so special at Bowling Green in the MAC. And then Phoenix, obviously appreciated the 46-point second half. But again, the sense of urgency and the attention to detail in the scouting report that we didn't get done to give Phoenix confidence in that first half was disappointing. But this group keeps competing. This group keeps fighting back and putting themselves. I think we had a possession late to get it to 7 in the Phoenix game, and we were down by 20 in that game. So this crew is not giving up. This crew is not satisfied with where they're at, but excited. There's the lessons this year in this league, and it's not just for us, but the lessons this year in this league are in game, because we just don't have time to practice. Tonight starts our 9 games in 18-day stretch, with 6 of those on the road. So including LA, I think we're in 6 different cities in the next 9 games in 18 days. So this learning year is in game, and can we make adjustments out of timeouts? Can we be good and take a deep breath and communicate well at halftime, and see our growth there? Because you can't correct a lot of things when you have 9 games in 18 days in 6 different cities.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Coach, what's the latest on Leisha and Lexi Brown?
Leisha is cleared tonight to go, so excited that way. Lexi Brown is also cleared to play tonight. So, I don't know what 12 looks like, because I haven't had 12 yet. I don't think one time in LA, but excited to have 11 players available tonight.
Coach, Jared Castillo from the Daily Mirror. And sorry, North. You talk about like how the team is learning in the game and how everything is just kind of, there's not a lot of time. But what has surprised you about this unit the most?
Their belief and the culture that they want to create. We're trying to create, the word that's been used lately is standards. And they are realizing when we're not playing up to what our standards are. I love the fact that they're coachable. I love the fact that even though it's a build, that they will allow me, they don't always love it, but they will allow me to coach hard and demand of them. We have to have a sense of urgency tonight. And what a great test, because no one's, in my mind, playing better offensively than Minnesota. They're sharing it, they're moving it. What I think they do really special, and Cheryl and I get to work with USA Basketball, and we, really enjoyed our time together. I've learned a ton from her. is that screening angles matter. And we both are huge believers that offensive efficiency is, are you clean and crisp and in short areas? And what's impressive when you watch Minnesota is their tempo into an action and out of an action. They sprint to screens. They come aggressively at a great tempo off of screens, be it on ball or off the ball. So, again, I'm diverting from your question, but that this team is learning how to learn from a game, move on, and start to prepare for the next game. And they're going to get better, and it's going to take time with this unit. We got 2 rookies in the starting lineup now. We've had some injuries, so we've floating people in and out. I'm not discouraged. We know who we are.
Sean?
Hey, Coach, this is a Minnesota team that was vocally upset about power rankings and things of that nature and had them kind of in the bottom part of the league before the season started. What are you seeing from them as a top 3, top 4 team right now? Maybe your first couple of concerns.
I think the thing that Minnesota has put together is a team that plays really hard in the likeness of Cheryl. They are offensively tremendously efficient right now. And again, it's the tempo, it's the little details, their screening angles, their physicality at the offensive end. Everyone talks about physicality at the defensive end. They are as a physical screening team as there is in the league, in the league. So, they put together a really nice roster. Defensively, they're leading the league in steals. So they're finding ways to be disruptive, especially their post game. Both Collier and Smith are disruptive post players. So there's a lot of, it's fun because I like watching them play because they have tons of congestion. They have tons of flow to the ball. And if you look at our pillars defensively, it's, like you can watch Minnesota and see those same pillars. So, they have 3 former Sun players that I coached and enjoyed coaching, playing well for them. So I'm happy for them, but it'd be a great test for us tonight.
Coach, we saw De'Ara Hamby be a multi-time All-Star in Las Vegas, but I feel like this is really the first time she's been a number 1 option on a team. And what do you think has made her so successful and efficient in that role? Just big picture so far.
Attitude. Her mentality's been great coming into the year. She wanted to shoulder the burden of being the go-to player. She wanted it. She's in great shape. She's in a good headspace coming off of last year. Obviously, last year was a lot. And the birth of her child, the trade late and unexpected to us. And she was a rock star for us last year, playing in all 40 games when we just had an injury-filled season. So she was kind of that rock for us. But it's her mentality, it's her attitude. She's showing up every day to be the go-to player and believes that she's a go-to player. You've heard her verbalize that she wants to be an all-star, and she's playing like an all-star. Records matter into voting at times for awards, but De'Ara Hamby is playing as well as anyone in the league.
Last question.
Coach Michael Matthew here in Fantasy TV. For most outside viewers, they look at the point guard position as being a key reason to the turnovers and things like that. What are you going to be looking for tonight from your point guard play to kind of help when it comes to the turnover issue?
Yeah, fun to have Leja back, right? You start the season out with your veteran point guard having a triple-double, and soon after that, McCowan has, had 2 people are concussed in back-to-back games, and it is what it is, right? And so, we've had to play Lexi some at the point guard position. She's truly a 2-guard. But Aries come a long way now, and baptism by fire to be caught up to speed with our system and fitting in. So really happy with the growth through this stretch without Leja of Aries. But it would be really nice to have a veteran point guard back. We're going to need it because of their disruption on defense. They are tremendous at getting deflections, which leads to their transition efficiency and steals. But I'm excited to have those 2 point guards. I'm excited to be able to move Lexi back to more her natural position. She still has to be ready to play emergency point guard. And Aries still, not 100% from her ankle sprain. but she's getting it out for us. So I'm excited, and to see if we can now, with more true point guards back, to bring back our turnovers down low. But, there's gotta be, a sense of valuing the basketball and getting shots on goal. Because for the most part, like, we are pleased with some of our shooting percentages. We need more shots on goal.
Thank you, Curt.
Thanks.
So, I have a university.